Day. From U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Vikings take over first.
Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Dalvin Cook, the ball
The numbers
carrier.
a week ago for Cook. 14 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
And partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
Pass. Complete.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Complete. Jefferson to target.
Cousins pass.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. That'll be complete to Cook. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
No gain on the play.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and you worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on the punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
The Packers take
Veteran
over
Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest. rest of this Packer offense.
I think Aaron Rodgers is one of the poster boys for persistence and belief in self. Because coming out of high school, he had 0 scholarship offers in the D1 level, went to a junior college, went to Cal, and just blew up there. And then, of course, as a first-round draft pick, but a lot lower than what he expected in the first round, and then had to sit behind Brett Favre for a few years in Green Bay before getting his shot. Now he's probably one of the better quarterbacks that we've seen come down the pipe.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
The numbers for Jones last week, he was without a doubt one of the catalysts in that victory.
And he can really be the glue that makes this offense go, because when defenders have to commit to stopping him, that just opens up more opportunities in the passing game.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Now Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne.
J.J.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Minnesota Vikings.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Kyle Rudolph.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Alexander.
Throwing, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Cousins again. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes it 2nd and 9. They run, Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Now Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Vikings 3, Packers nothing.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now a man open down the middle of the field.
Rodgers pass.
7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3 from the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
Handoff to Aaron Jones.
Tackle made that time by Anthony
He's
Barr.
across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger.
Complete to Jace Sternberger.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
2 yards on the play.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports.
Vikings 3, Packers nothing.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers, man open, it's Goodwin. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
To Marquise
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
That keeps the score. Vikings 3, Packers nothing.
You see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally, you run to set up the pass. Here, it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. His throw incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Cousins now from the 50. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
23-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd
on 2nd down now.
At the 23-yard line. Aaron Jones on the carry.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete.
Thrown away.
Now that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. Touchdown, Packers.
Rodgers pass.
Devontae Adams. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. That time, a 6-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Adam Thielen and the rest of the Vikings offense, they get set for their next possession. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice game. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Minnesota Vikings.
And that was protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On first down, Cook. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now
off the play fake. Cousins. He's got his man on the crossing route. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
First down, here's Cousins. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Kenny Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Cook. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
10-yard line.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. We're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
A 2-yard gain.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
Viking 6.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
23-yard line.
Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Gain of 9.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Number 33, Aaron Jones.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's got this down to the 35.
Rodgers pass. Complete.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First down, Green Bay.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger.
Rodgers
and the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
27-yard line.
Touchdown, Packers. Marquise Goodwin, 27 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a Packers touchdown.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
But they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down.
Cousins got an open man, finding Jefferson. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He's going to get this one down to Cook. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
4th down.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
Number 12
line.
back out there. Aaron and his Packer. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
Adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Packers.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The tackle made just shy
a gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers.
Well, from an offense.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Aaron Rodgers.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Third down. 3rd and 14.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Rodgers pass.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Number 33.
And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line.
The tackle made at his own 5-yard line.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
On second down, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
On the stop. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On second down, Cook.
34-yard line.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Hands to Dalvin Cook.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Aaron Rodgers sacked.
The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
The Packer ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers to the tight end and complete. It's Sternberger over the middle. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Recovered by the defense.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Rodgers pass.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They run it again with Cook. And he stopped immediately there.
Dalvin Cook.
Call it no gain there. And now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
On the stop.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On the ground, this is the former Viking, Jerick McKinnon. And not much to speak of. Call it a one-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 26-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Aaron Rodgers.
He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he'd been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Lock up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A gain of 7. And a Packer 1st down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Adams.
Rodgers pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
Complete to Jay Sternberger.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Calling a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
He's brought down
just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
First down, Green Bay.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Little short pass to James. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 23. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers steps away to his left. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Now a draw play. This is Jones. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And McManus able to put it through, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Over the middle here to Rudolph. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, here's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. To the air again, it's Cousins. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook.
That's good.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. They had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Again, it's Cook.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Try to power it in with Arma. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
That keeps the score.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. If they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And a Packer first down.
Now Jones. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Aaron Jones.
Anthony Barr in on the tackle. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Rodgers. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football.
Rodgers pass complete.
He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
Vikings. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end.
Cousins
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Cousins to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Cousins. Escapes the sack. And fights him off. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Here's Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Cousins pass. Incomplete. Out of the end zone.
So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Cousins pass.
Kevin King with a pick.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And they take a knee. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. And they will take a knee here.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Today's final score.
Going into the final
17,
play of this game, they knew that they needed
12.
some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long